Doopy and I just woke up. Huh, Doopy? Oh, and she has her favorite toy as usual. Ah, it's your favorite toy? Right? You love it? Oh, and Christo is in the kitchen cooking as usual. Every day feels the same. Christo cooking, Wolfie with her favorite toy. Do you know what this toy is? It's actually this thing. She removes it from her mattress, tapis, whatever, and then it's her favorite toy. Out of all of these toys, she always chooses this one. Huh, Doopy? And you're proud of it. You're proud of yourself, right? Oh. Doopy, are you having fun in your park? Are you having fun? Look at how she stands up. You're so good. You're so good. Jumpu, jumpu. Oh, jumpu. Oui, t'es bonne. Oh. Ben voyons, y a-t-il un caca à ton cul? Well, time for a little life update of Wolfie's room, because some things advanced. Like, look at this. It's so beautiful. It wasn't my entrance for too long. What are you doing? Tu fais quoi? Allô, Dudun! How is your room? Do you like your room, baby girl? Aw, you like your room, right? Petit bébé. Petit bébé. And she has so many of these. These are like so cute. There's me coming out of the shower. And we have the little birds on here. Thing is, I'm still looking for a gold crib, which I want to put in this corner. This is all gonna move, and we're gonna have a gold crib right here, and it's gonna look super pretty, but I'm still looking for the right gold crib. The crib. The one that I want is out of stock everywhere, so if you guys have any recommendations, just let me know, because we're still looking for it. But I'm good, huh? Doopy-Doo is still sleeping with Mommy Doopy. Huh, Doopy? We're still sleeping together. We've been sleeping together since she was born, huh? And Doopy, just want to tell you, Doopy has been doing her nights since she was born. Like, when she was born, you know, like at the hospital, they tell you need to breastfeed every 6 hours maximum. And for Wolfie, she was doing 8 hours night from the start. So we had to wake her up to give her some milk because she was already doing her nights. So when I tell you that it's different for everyone, every babies are different, they are. And I was super lucky to have you. Ah, mon amour, I love you. I love you. So today I'm filming for you guys a little video, super simple but super cool, about everything that I was not expecting when I got pregnant. So not only during pregnancy, but also while giving birth and after, when you get the baby, like the one and only that you've been waiting for. There's so many things that I feel we don't really talk about, but also there's so many things that we do talk about, and every time we talk about these things, we're like, we never talk about this. And then it's like, oh, showing you the reality of becoming a mom, and then it's like someone with messy hair and like the big cell under the eyes, and they're so tired and they're like, oh my gosh, like it's so intense. And then it's written like, the thing we don't show you when you get pregnant. And I'm like, no, we show you that. I knew about it, like all Instagram posts are about it. Because it also really depends on who you follow. Because obviously if you only follow like the perfect girls on Instagram, you're gonna see the mom always wearing makeup and super perfect and blah, blah. And you know how it is. So you're only gonna see that. But for myself, I was only following pages showing the reality, which was always kind of not negative, but just more like oh, this is fake, like the makeup thing and blah blah blah, and this is what's gonna happen to you, like this is the truth. But finally, let me just tell you, after all, that every pregnancy is different, and every child is different, every kid is different, every babies are different. So there's no like this is fake and this is reality, because to be honest, I was really expecting the this is reality post I was seeing, like being all tired and like not being able to sleep and all those things, but ended up that if I wanted to, I could have worn makeup every day. Because personally, to my own story, my baby was super easy, already sleeping at night. I never, like Wolfie is now 8 months, and in that whole period I never had a time where I was like, oh my god, I'm missing out of I'm running out of sleep, like I need to sleep more and blah, blah, blah. I've never had that and all of these things. I'm very lucky and I know it. And that's my own personal story. So I'm not here to tell you like, oh, it's gonna be a nightmare when you give birth. And I'm also not here to do an informative video. Everyone has its own different story and it's always different. So those pages are not more real than those ones, if you get what I mean. Because for me, it looks more like the Instagram perfect kind of thing. But I was not following that on Instagram because I was just like, oh, this is fake. Like they told it was fake, so it's fake. But no, everything can be true. It only depends of you and how your baby is and how life is for you. It's just different for everyone. So there's no reality and not reality. Your reality is your very own. So that's the only advice I can give you. But I can tell you some of the things that happened when I gave birth, and oh my god, I was like, wait, what is that? And I might not go in order just because I haven't prepared a text or like prepared anything to say. So I'm just gonna tell you my story now and we're gonna get into it. Let's go. I guess one of the things that shocked me at first, it's not that shocking, but it's the fact that it takes so much time for your belly to come, and I was so excited about it. Like, whenever I was getting bloated from food, I would be like, oh my god, this is my baby showing, but actually no. And I literally was taking photos on Instagram of like me being bloated and be like, oh my god, my belly is growing, but no, it was just food, but I was just so excited about it. So it takes kind of a long time before you get like a little belly, and I was so excited about it. So yeah, here's the thing, your belly is not showing necessarily. It's different for everyone. It's not necessarily showing as soon as you find out you're pregnant. It can take a long time. For me, it started really showing around 4 months and a half probably, but before that it was more like bloating from food and being like, oh my gosh, my belly. But that's the thing that happened for me. Then I would say during pregnancy was a lot like what I was expecting or not. I was just really going with the flow. But then when I gave birth, so many things shocked me. The very first thing that shocked me when I was about to give birth is the contractions. It's something that, I don't know, like in movies you're expecting like you're walking as if nothing happens, then you lose your water and it's everywhere and you're like, oh my god, you go to the hospital, you suffer for like 10 hours and then you give birth. But it's not really like that. Well, it wasn't for me. So for me, I didn't lose my water at first. I lost my water literally probably like 30 minutes before giving birth. But before that, I had contractions, and the contractions are just so weird. It feels like you're working out your abs. It literally, because it's contractions, so it's like your belly contracting. So I just felt like it was a really intense workout at first, because it becomes more and more intense with time. But the weirdest part about it is that it's not continuously, it's not continuing. It's like you have like a big contraction, so you're like, ugh! You're like dying, and then it stops, and you feel, that's the thing, like you feel completely, oh, hello. You feel completely 100% normal, and that's something I was not expecting. Like, not only when you start having contractions, but also when your baby is literally coming out of your vagina. So Wolfie was literally coming out. It was like the moment, like the last seconds, but it was still like, oh, I have a big contractions, it's super intense. And then, oh, we do pee. And then like 2 seconds later, I'd be like, yeah, like a baby is coming out in my vagina. I could look around and just was not suffering at all. Well, it hurts the vagina, I would say, but didn't have any contractions. I was just like, yeah, what's going on? And then it's back, oh, and you push. So it was just kind of weird for me because I was not expecting to have, it's like you have breaks in between that. And for me, it would be like just pushing all the time and like non-stop pushing till the baby comes out, but it's not like that. It's actually like you push and then you feel completely normal, and you can have a tea or conversation, you can eat, you can do whatever. Then when I gave birth, they give you your little baby, and the very first thing that Wolfie did was going to my nipple, which was super cute. She was looking for the nipple as if she knew. That's so weird. Like, why do baby know where is the tits and what's coming out from there. Why? Like, I mean, there's no tits in the belly, so how do they know? Like, I was super shocked. I was probably just following too many reality pages on Instagram of like, what is the reality of being pregnant? So I was really... Wait. This could pay? Dupi, you want some milk? Okay. I'm wearing my, we were talking about it. She probably heard me talking about her drinking milk and she was like, oh my God, yeah, I want some. Yeah, I'm wearing my breastfeeding Hoaka bra. So, ooh, super easy, look. And then I can just put it back. It's not available yet, but it will be soon, I promise, on Hoaka Apparel. This little pumpkin went directly, Dupi. She went directly on my titties and started drinking milk. And for me, I was 100% sure I would not be able to give her milk because I was reading on those reality Instagram pages, like, oh, not every mom can give milk. And for me, it was like impossible. Like I had small tits, like very small tits, like probably no tits. And I don't know, I was just like, I'm sure I'm not gonna be able to do it because there's women that are not able to do it and I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to do it. And I was 100% sure it wouldn't work for me or I would have so much trouble. But then when I gave birth, she went directly on the titties and she drank. And for me, at first, it was super easy. She was such an easy baby and didn't have any particular difficulties. About this, I'm at doing. Wait. So I didn't have any particular difficulties about this. The only thing that also shocked me is that the milk that was coming out was kind of yellow. It looked like a past due date butter. Like it was really disgusting and I was like, ooh, this is what mom's milk looked like. And the doctors were like, oh yeah, that's what it looks like. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was like yellow, kind of neon yellow, weird, disgusting. And I was like, ew, I can't believe I'm giving that to my baby. But then don't worry girls, it becomes a normal like white milk after that. It just takes more time, but for the first like 3 days it was like that and I was so shocked. It felt like it was like old milk that was stuck in my tits and then it was finally coming out and Wolfie was eating it, which was super weird. She wasn't sick after. Did I just come out of the shower and realize I forgot to say something? Absolutely. It's not gonna be long, but I forgot to say something about breastfeeding because Wolfie interrupted me. Wolfie. Thing is, another thing I was really not expecting when I started breastfeeding is how it hurts the tits. It does hurt because they get so big because they're not used to, like your tits don't know what quantity they need to produce for your baby, so it just keeps producing, and the more you push it, the more it produces. So at first, like the first 2 weeks were really horrible. My tits were huge, like literally so huge. I'll try to find a photo and show you. Okay, they were really huge and it felt like rocks. They were like rocks and going like under my armpit, like it was so bad. And when Wolfie was drinking from one side, then the other one was a huge rock and the other one was just falling down. And here's the thing that happens. And also a question I got is, how does the milk come out? It's kind of weird. There's like, it feels like there's several holes on your tits. I'm not giving any scientific explanation right now. I'm just giving it like how it felt for me. So it's like kind of holes, and then when you push, the milk comes out. And I'm not gonna do it now. I thought about it in the shower because I did it in my shower. That's so weird. But when the milk is coming out, if for example Wolfie wasn't here drinking, I could like squeeze my tits and the milk would like changer. Like I could say, hey Christo, he turns around and I'd be like, ah! And then he has it all in his face because it goes really far and that's really weird. But that's also really nice. So here's the thing I wanted to add up. And also during that time, during your beautiful moment of you breastfeeding, there's also something I didn't know about before getting pregnant is, Dupi, what are you doing? Okay, wait, Dupi. Okay. Sit down here. Look at how, don't look. Look at how easy it is. Ta-da! And it's back. The thing is, while you're giving milk and you're having this amazing moment with your baby, first of all, they take your uterus out of your vagina. Like the baby comes out, and after that you have your baby, and during that time there's your uterus. Like literally it's like an organ that they take out of your vagina, and it's big, and it's like where your baby was, and it's literally like an organ that they take out, and they're like, do you want to see your uterus? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And yeah, I was like, oh hell no. That was really shocking for me that they took an organ out of my body, and then they start suing your vagina because it all breaks. But I feel like this is something we all kind of know. Your vagina breaks when a baby comes out of it, and after that they have to sue it, and you have suing. Andubi, you did that to mommy. A lot of people are always asking, when you give birth, does it do pee? Maman, j'ai essayé de filmer une vidéo. Ouais, t'as bien des affaires à dire. Ok, maman, peux-tu parler? Okay. So a lot of people are always asking, when you give birth, does it hurt? What I can say is that it... Doupi, tu vas aller voir Cristobal là. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. So when you give birth, a lot of people ask me, when you give birth, does it hurt? And my answer is, it does hurt, but it's not the same. It hurts, but it's good. It's not, like, don't be scared of giving birth, because it's very different from being hurt when you fall or when something. Because you know, when you fall or when you're just hurt in life, it's because there's something wrong. And it's like your brain knows there's something wrong. So it's freaking out, and it's like, oh my gosh, it hurts. And it's just a bad feeling because you know there's something wrong with your body. But then when you give birth, it's not something wrong, it's something wonderful happening, and it's like your brain knows it, because there's different parts of the brain, and your brain knows it, so it's not hurting like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. It's just hurting like, oh my gosh. It's like when you push poop. Yeah, okay. Maybe that sounds weird, okay, but let me explain. For me personally, when I push my poop out of my body, it feels satisfying, because even if it kind of hurts in a way, it feels good overall, because you're pushing it out of your body, you know? Even if you're going strong and everything, and it kind of hurts, but it doesn't. Okay, I don't know if you guys get what I mean, but this is my comparison, okay? So you can compare. So yes, it hurts, but not in a bad way. It hurts in a good way, because you know what you're doing and you're so excited about. And for me, while I was giving birth, I was like, oh, I want to keep like everything in my mind. I want to remember this. And it was like a memorable moment. Even if at that moment I was suffering, I was like, I want to remember that, because it's only gonna happen once. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I feel like that's all that comes in my mind right now. I might just do a giveaway to make sure that I answer all of your questions. Don't get advices from one person, and don't believe the pages that are all real, perfect, mom, always full of makeup, with babies, with nice clothes, and a super clean house, and blah, blah. But also don't believe the pages that say, oh, that's not true, like this is the reality. Because for me personally, maybe that can make you feel good. For me personally, I was super able to clean the house. My house was always clean. I could have worn makeup every day if I wanted to, but I'm not just a big makeup person. But I had time for that. I had so much time for myself. Wolfie was a really easy baby. So as I said, all babies are different, and just wait for your baby and you'll see how it will go. Don't try to have the answer of how it will go in reality, because there's no fake or not fake, or reality, not reality, blah blah. It's just so different for everyone. So that's the thing. Thank you for watching, guys, and I hope this video wasn't too long. I really made sure not to talk for too long, so I hope this video is going to be between 10 and 15 minutes, because usually I do like 30 minutes videos and I get lost. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and let me know in the comments, do you guys prefer when I go faster and talk about less things and do like shorter videos so it's easier to listen, or do you guys prefer when I do longer videos like 20 to 25 minutes? What do you guys prefer? I am trying both, so love you. Bisous.